Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Over the course of the last month, spring has fully come to Connecticut, and while I haven't been able to see a ton of trains lately, it's still been awesome to see the transition into spring whenever I find my way to the train tracks. My first sighting of train 608 in April was in Stafford Springs, Connecticut. I had chased the train up here with a friend of mine, but a series of camera errors meant that I wasn't able to get a shot of the train until Stafford. I set up for the shot on the far side of a river that runs next to the tracks in town, and soon the sound of a horn in the distance told me that 608 had arrived at Stafford. Leading this train was NECR 2151, hauling its train at a crawl through town. There are two tight curves on either end of town, so the train must move slowly for the next several miles to avoid derailments and to watch out for people on the tracks. .608 headed north to Palmer, and with the light now fading, I called off the chase. If anyone's interested in seeing the earlier part of the trip, be sure to check out my friend Miller Railfan's video once you're done watching this one. I'll leave a link to it in the description if anyone's interested. The next train I saw was a few weeks later. I had heard a train leave Willimantic over the radio, and so headed to River Park in Mansfield, Connecticut to catch the train. After a long wait, I finally caught a glimpse of the train on my drone's monitor, and soon 608 was quickly approaching River Park. Leading this train was NECR 3015, a one-of-a-kind unit specifically painted to honor veterans and service members. It's fairly common to see on this line, but catching it leading was still awesome, especially since I didn't see it again that month. The train headed north to Palmer and I headed home, but the next week I was back on site at the next grade crossing up the road. I had heard the train leave from a location of ways south from Willimantic, and after doing some hasty calculations I made my way to the tracks where I hoped I would find the train. I wasn't disappointed either, since the sound of a horn soon announced 608's arrival in town. train's leader was NECR 3038, a standard GP40-2 wearing Genesee and Wyoming's corporate paint scheme. There's a sizable grade through here, and the roar of the engines was very audible as they pulled the train north. As 608 headed north, the trees could now be seen to be visually budding, a sure sign that new leaves were on the way. By the time I next saw the train a week later, those buds had opened into leaves and spring had truly arrived in Connecticut. Unfortunately, with spring came rain, and once I reached my filming site at Highway 44 in Mansfield, I had to leave my camera inside so it didn't get wet and had to use my phone instead. With 3 engines and only a few cars, the train was moving fast, and although I tried to beat it to South Willington, I barely missed the train. Still, I was happy to have captured a shot of a relatively rare 3-engine lashup, even if it was in the rain. That's all for this video. If you enjoyed this, please leave me a like to let me know to keep making more content like this, and maybe even subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. While videos here on the Palmer Sub are the norm for this channel, it's likely that I won't be able to make as many videos at this location for the next few months due to scheduling conflicts. Don't worry though, I have plenty of railfanning adventures planned for the next few months, including visits to several famous steam tourist railroads never before featured on this channel. Thanks for watching everyone, and have a great day.